Alright, what's up, Blue? So, I'm freaking tired, and, you can probably tell. My hair's a mess, which is pretty much why I'm wearing this hat. Yeah, you thought I wanted to represent the family? No, my hair's just a mess. And, okay. So, I want to talk to you about some things. First of all, thanks for, like, the whole, giving me credit and telling people to check out my videos, whatever, thank you. Um, and I mean that, I don't mean to sound insincere, I'm just freaking tired, like I told you. Okay, so you were talking about how you feel sorry for people that can't get something spiritual out of it, and then said that we all need to sort of have a higher power. Well, I don't really agree with that. I don't believe in an afterlife. I really don't believe in any sort of higher power. And you kind of talk about another spiritual realm, and I kind of get what you're saying because I used to be on that same playing field. I used to kind of think, well, what if there is a spiritual realm? What if there's something we don't see? And I still say that there's probably something we don't know, but I'm not gonna try to make it into what I want it to be, and that's all belief is just sort of what you want it to be. Like when people talk about spirituality, a spiritual realm, I think that most of the idea comes from sort of like believing something, trying to believe in something, just keep telling yourself it's true, rather than evaluating the reality of a situation, rather than truly evaluating reality. And I do think that you can call me closed-minded, you can call me whatever you want. I really don't care. But I don't consider it closed-minded at all to not just believe in something. I don't think that that's closed-minded, that I'm not just going to say, oh, okay, I believe in that. Just because I consider it doesn't mean I believe it, I'm willing to, I don't hate spirituality. I'm not completely so turned off by it I can't understand anything. But I just don't believe in it, you know what I mean? Like, when I see somebody trying to say something, and I don't see any evidence for what they're saying. I don't really see the reality behind what they're saying. I don't see that as closed-minded. I don't know where your politics stand, but let's say I was trying to say, okay, I know where your politics stand on this. Let's say I was trying to say that marijuana should stay illegal, and I gave you all these reasons, and then you said, no, that's not true. You gave me your reasons, and I said, oh, screw you, you're just closed-minded. Who is the real closed-minded one when somebody's claiming someone else is closed-minded? Often it's the one who calls the other one closed-minded that is often closed-minded themselves. And I think that it's true. It's really true that people who throw out the term closed-minded often are closed-minded themselves and unwilling to accept another person's reality. I'm not saying you, Boy Blue, just like I'm sure you weren't saying that I was closed-minded. But, the whole spiritual thing, like, where do you draw the line between spiritual and religious? And where do you draw the line between spiritual and just sort of evaluating reality, just sort of like wise? And, again, as for a higher power, I don't believe in a higher power. I think that there's stuff we don't understand in this world. I think that there's stuff that we can't explain, because of course there is, but I don't have any beliefs in anything. Like, if I see evidence, I'll believe in it, If I see legitimate evidence, I'll believe in something. That's not how I handle my morals, but that's how I handle my view of this life. And higher power, there could be some sort of power, but I don't know that it's necessarily a higher power, Okay. As for okay, so I'm one of those people, though, who has thought about the afterlife and wishes I did believe in the afterlife. I'm someone who wishes there was some sort of higher power. And I don't mean like a Christian God. I do not wish there was a Christian God, but I do sometimes wish there was some higher power, somewhere for me to pray to. But I'll tell you this much. The idea behind atheism is not just believing what you want to believe, but rather just believing what makes sense, believing where the evidence points to. Well, that's more skepticism. Is you don't just believe something because it sounds good. And a lot of times skepticism leads people to atheism. It's led people in other directions too. But yeah, that's the idea of skepticism. And as for we need to pray, we should pray. You know, I don't really agree. I mean, I think rather we should just take time out of the day to reflect upon ourselves. That's all we. I don't think we need to pray to any higher power to better ourselves or to better our situation or to create hope. I think what we need to do is motivate ourselves and have faith in ourselves rather than any other power. You know, I think more than anything, it's just sort of evaluate yourself. Take time to really think about everything you're doing. Take time to really think about your own life, and have faith in yourself. That's the only faith that I'll have, is faith in myself, and faith in people that I love. You know, faith in my relationship, faith in, something like that. And so that's just, I don't think we need to pray. I think what we need to do is evaluate ourselves honestly and sincerely, and take time to evaluate everything that happened in a day and how we could improve ourselves, and to also have an understanding of where we have improved and make sure to just keep on moving forward. So I think that that's more important than anything. Dark Carnival, I think, to me, is more of a moral message. As said, is it anything spiritual? I think more than anything, it's the unity in the Juggalo family. That's the closest thing to spiritual I see in it. That's the closest thing to I think just the love you feel and all that is the most spiritual thing ever. The most, like, the love I feel from the family, the love you feel from everybody else, and that's the closest thing to spiritual I believe in, is love in general. I believe in love, and to me, love is everything. You know. So to me, that's the closest thing to a higher power I believe in, is love. And that's the closest thing to anything spiritual I believe in, is love. Because it's just always meant the world to me. Love has always been something amazing to me. I've seen proof to how amazing love is. And some may call it kind of a cop-out for me to say that, but love is my God. Do you understand? Like, that's the closest thing to a spiritual side I even have, is to say that love is my God. To say that I live by love, and I guess you could say love is my religion, like I said in another video. So, Spike here, peace out, and much clown love, and a whoop whoop.